son. There's a half a bottle in there. I don't know what that's all about.
Because
Oh.
it looks pretty.
Where are you going to put me?
You should sit right between those pillows.
Oh, I didn't want to bring this pop.
This is the Granny tag video. But Granny's not here right now. Granny,
I'm coming.
hurry your butt up. Not just your butt.
That's what I was doing.
Okay, wait. Say hi to the people, Grandma.
Hi.
We're live.
May,
What?
get in here.
Up. Okay. Question number 1. What is your name?
Nancy Marie Primo.
What is the name of your parents?
Evelyn and Richard Wright.
Your mom's name is Evelyn?
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty name.
Evelyn Lenore.
I like those old names. Name of all your brothers and sisters.
I'm the oldest. And I have a brother Dick, Doug, Mike, Jeff. Sisters Judy, Peggy, April, Linda, brother Terry, sister Lisa.
Wow. Does your name have a special meaning?
No.
Your mom was just like, I'm going to name her Nancy.
I think my Uncle Glenn named me.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
When is your birthday?
March 10th, 1941.
What was your favorite thing to do when you were my age? Well, when you were my age, you were married.
When I was your age, I was married, yes.
So when you were like a teenager, what was your favorite thing to do?
I like to go to school dances. I like to, I don't know. I like to go swimming in the summer. I like to go ice skating, roller skating.
You were active.
I used to go back in the woods until I was, I don't know what age. And
Back in the woods, you
my
party?
my friend and I would climb up these skinny trees and then go, whoop, go down.
Climb trees and then jump off of them?
Not jump off. They're skinny like, and you just go over.
Slide down?
No, you just hang out and then you just kind of get up so far and you go over.
That sounds fun. Did you have a lot of friends?
I had a few friends. I didn't have a ton of friends. I mean, I was just me. I was shy.
You were shy?
And I have friends, yeah.
That's where Dad gets his shyness from.
Oh, yeah?
Well, he's not shy anymore, but he used to be. What school did you go to?
Romeo Community High School.
How did you meet Grandpa?
Grandpa lived across from me a little ways down the road back when I was very, 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 very young.
Oh, so you knew each other for a long time?
Not really. I mean, I knew he existed and he knew I existed, but we didn't ever talk. I went over there to play with my friend Karen. And we would swing and I would see him
you knew
come
Karen?
home. I knew Karen before I knew Grandpa.
Wow.
And then she moved away, and then years went by, and he was in the service, and he came home. And somehow, when he came to the drive-in, he knew it was me.
He had his eye on you.
I don't know how he knew it was me. And he brought Karen in there to see me. She didn't know why. He invited her to go to the A&W. And she was so excited she got to go with her uncle to the A&W.
Aw.
And it was because I was there.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, did you work there?
Yeah, I worked at the A&W as a car hop.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
it was
that's
fun.
cool.
And
I did not know that.
And so she said, yeah, I get a root beer and he gets you.
Aw. And you guys have been friends ever since. Well, she's in the family now.
I don't know that we would have been seeing each other if I hadn't married her uncle, because, you go different ways. And she had moved into town and I really didn't see her. I knew who she was because I knew her family.
So he liked you for a while, probably.
No, I don't think so. I think he just...
Did you think he was cute?
Yeah, everybody talked about his blue eyes.
Yeah, they still do.
Yeah.
And Dad has bright blue eyes now. Wow. How did he propose to you?
He just proposed.
He just asked you, like you were just
No,
hanging out?
he was going one direction and I was going the other. And he just nicely asked me if I would marry him, and so I did. And My dad was not too happy because I was going to go to business school, and he wanted me to go.
But love got in the way.
Yep. You don't listen. He said, Grandpa said, what if you have children and something happens to Ed? How are you going to support
Because
them?
he was still in the service.
No, I met him after he got out of the service.
Oh,
Yeah.
what was he gonna do then? Where we're both going different ways,
Well, he was working. He was working up here in the shop up in Lexington.
and you were gonna go away.
I was going to Pontiac, and he was going to, and he worked.
I done heard a car door.
Oh, I don't know. Could have been next across the street. I don't know. But anyways, it worked out for me. You know.
Yeah.
Thank heavens.
Any regrets?
No regrets.
Nope. Going against your father wasn't a regret.
No, because he understood. You know, it was just one of those things. When you're 19, you think you know everything, I guess.
That's me. That leads to the question, how old were you when you were married?
19. But see, I would have turned 19 in March. You turned, yeah.
So I would have been older than you if we were born at the same time, like roughly. We were engaged for like a year.
5 months.
Oh, 5 months.
I started going with Grandpa in June. The day I
And you got
graduated,
married
I
the
had
following November.
my first date was the night after I graduated from high school.
He must have really liked you.
Well, we were going different ways, and you
But
know,
it was different back then, right?
it was. And Grandpa came along, and history.
The
Didn't
history
happen.
was there.
It didn't happen.
Wow, that's crazy.
So if it wasn't for that, and then we had your dad, and then we had Joanne come along, Margie, and then came along Eddie, or
Eddie?
Eric.
Eric,
Eric.
yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm getting
what?
my, yeah.
You
he
had
came
mom
along.
and then you had dad.
That's history. We were married 52 years. No big fights.
That was the next question. No big fights in 52 years.
Arguments, yes. Disagreements,
But
yes.
you never yelled at each other?
No.
Never ever.
Let me think.
Wow.
If I did, it was only once or twice. I don't remember. I remember the one time when we lived in the house in Lexington, and he did something. I don't know. He said something to me, and I went, meh, 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 meh. And he opened up that bathroom door and said, "Did you mimic me?" I said, "Yes." And he just laughed and shut the door.
He laughed.
Yeah. Because I never did that. He never knew I did that.
You were sassy that day, Grandma.
Yeah.
Wow.
But anything really serious, no.
That's good. See, a lot of people say that they say fighting is healthy.
Well,
And-
arguing is the same. I mean, we had disagreements.
Well, yeah, but I don't ever see. I disagree though. I don't ever think you have to argue. You know,
Well,
Todd and I, we don't ever fight. We just we just have different opinions, and then we talk about it, and we don't yell at each other.
No, I didn't yell. I mainly would get mad and not talk.
Well, yeah, that's not very good if you don't talk.
When I first, when we first got married, I was young.
Yeah,
And I'd just get mad. My feelings were hurt.
you being 19, yeah.
So-
That's what I do now. Okay, so flash forward to now. What's your favorite thing to do ever?
My favorite thing to do now,
Yes.
be with my family. When we get together for dinners and Christmases and holidays and just anytime. That's my favorite thing.
What? Anything else? And
Well, if I'm by myself, I do a lot of coloring in adult coloring books. And I like to bowl, but I don't do that very often.
probably show your
Oh.
pictures, Grandma.
I don't do a lot of things. Like I like to bowl and stuff, but I don't do it very often. Just some of my 100. I bet you I've got about 100 of them
Really?
done. I haven't done it in a while.
These
And I
take
really
a long time.
and I really enjoy
Sparkly.
watching my grandson Mason. He's a joy. He's a joy.
Yeah, he is.
He'll go, and I love my kitty Dylan.
Come here, Dilly.
He'll be on my lap in a minute.
You should put him on.
Come on, baby.
What are your biggest hopes for your grandchildren? Not necessarily your your great grandchildren too. All
They're
of
still
them.
grandchildren.
Yeah, all of them.
Just that they have good lives and
they all have a lot of babies.
stay safe. And I just wish them a wonderful life. Like I've had a good life. I hope they have one
Thanks.
like me. And their
Thanks, Granny.
parents. My son and his wife have a good life, and so his kids can take note
Yes.
and have a good life.
That's a good answer. Have you ever gotten in like legal trouble?
No.
Never. Really? You never were partying and the police came?
No. Heavens, no.
No?
I got married too soon to get into that kind of trouble. I got
Wow.
married out of high school, Alan, Maddie.
Ooh, look at that wallpaper.
I know, isn't that pretty?
That is really pretty.
The first time I put wallpaper on, I got it all over me, wrapped
you?
right around me.
Did you have to get it wet first and then put it on?
You put glue on it. Yeah.
Glue?
Yes, you put it in water.
I tried to do that the other day. I put it in water and I put it on my
Was it
vanity.
already glued on the back? And then you
Yeah.
had to put it in the water.
Yeah. But it didn't work.
Things you have that you have to press it down with.
Yeah.
You don't have any of those things?
I did that.
You did?
I put stuff on it all overnight.
And that kind of pushes it, helps it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, that's what I did wrong then.
yeah, you've got to go over it when you put it on. I finally learned what I was doing after I had it wrapped around me, and
Wrapped around
but it was
you.
fun. Yeah, I got it all over me.
You've traveled a lot.
Yes.
We went to Europe. We went to
Oh,
Europe
that's
last
right.
year.
That was a trip that was wonderful, and I never expected to go on that trip.
What was your favorite destination in that trip?
You know,
Was
I
it
wish I could
Monaco?
remember that name. Well, as we passed Monaco, yes, I'd love to go back. It was beautiful. Oh, where was the last place we were? Spain, Barcelona.
Yeah, Barcelona.
I loved Barcelona too. That was neat. That was neat.
It was kind of warmer there too.
Yeah, it was warm practically.
pretty- yeah, it was
nice.
alright.
The whole trip was nice.
Yeah, it was beautiful. What other vacations have you been on throughout your life?
Our first big trip was Hawaii, and then we went to Vegas a lot.
Yeah.
We went on cruises.
Gambling.
Yeah, we went on cruises we were over in Haiti.
You went to Haiti?
We were in Mexico. We were in Cozumel.
Ooh.
Our first trip was only 3 days on a cruise to try it out. And there was a tornado out there, and the whole ship was just all over the place.
Ooh.
Karen got sick and had to go to the room.
I was gonna say, did you get sick?
I didn't, and Grandpa didn't, but Karen did.
I would have probably got sick.
So
Oh.
she had to go to the room.
But it was like a big cruise boat,
Mhm.
but it was still going all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
That's scary.
But there was a smaller one out there, smaller than ours. There was one that was, I don't know what
Were you
name
in
it
the
was now.
ocean?
Yeah,
Oh, that's terrifying.
yeah.
I would think it'd be like the Titanic.
No.
You die. Oh my god.
But anyways, that was fun. And then we took a cruise
That
to
was fun.
a cruise and land trip to Alaska, 15 days. Saw lots and lots of wild animals, and it was a beautiful trip. It was really the trip of our lifetime. We took a bus trip, and all through, and if they saw something, the bus would stop, and some of those elk would run out in front of you, and moose.
Aw. Oh, you saw moose?
On the train back to get our flight, we were on a train, and as you passed another train, you had to do this.
You had
A
to?
moose, looked like a moose, I guess.
Aw. Remember the tour guide in Europe?
Yeah.
That British guy?
Yeah,
He
I
was
can't
so
remember his
funny.
name, but he was nice.
Oh man. Yeah, what was his name?
Can't remember his name. It was nice. And the best thing about that cruise ship, it was cool out there. We had blankets on us, and you'd walk the deck. You could walk a mile if you walked all around the deck. And Karen and I were out there walking, and the prettiest thing I ever saw was those big, beautiful,
Chandeliers?
birds flying.
Oh.
And it looked like it had a light in it. It was those big red and yellow, what do you call those birds? Something like a puffin.
Puffins?
It was.
I never heard of that.
There's another name for them too, but it looked like they had a light inside them. They just shined. They were two of them just flying, and they were beautiful, beautiful.
Like they were real.
Yeah,
And they were on.
they were flying in the ocean out there. We were in the ocean.
Are they only like tropical birds?
It was tropical, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it was a tropical.
Puffins.
And then there was another place that had all kinds of starfish, just full of starfish.
Oh wow.
It
That's
was
cool.
it was neat. It was neat over there. It's going to be the trip of my lifetime. So I really had two, one to Alaska and one to Europe. That I didn't expect the Europe one, but
Yeah, that one just kind of.
it fell in my lap.
It did fall in your lap. It fell in my lap too. I was like, this is never gonna happen. The last question is, what do you want to be remembered for?
Being a good mom and a good grandmother.
Grandmom.
I never said that before. And a good person.
I think you're already remembered for that.
All those things are what that's all I care about.
Oh,
Oh, Granny. I forgot I'm being. What? What are you doing?
Put your hands on it.
You make me hold it forward.
Okay, everybody, that's my grandma. Now you know all about her.